Hello everybody, Go Rocket Baby here, and today we're here to talk about XavierSoBased once more, the EP. So for starters, this is Xavier's first release under his joint deal with Surf Gang and Atlantic Records. Xavier signed. Listen, with the amount of hype Xavier was getting, if he didn't sign, something probably would have happened. But it is cool that he had enough leverage, and it seems he's in a sort of interesting deal. Because, instead of signing straight with, Republic, what does everybody signs to Interscope nowadays, except for Osama Slam, who just went his own subsidiary of Atlantic. So this EP came out on August 1st, 2025, so a few months late on this, but I figured, let's get back in the swing of things, let's talk about a good EP, and spoiler alert, yes, I do like this project, but I want to get a little more into it, clarify, put some of my feelings out there on this EP. So let's go track by track and just kind of break the whole thing down. So the first track is She on My Dick on the Low. This song is produced by 444 Jet, and let me be real, this song, it just starts us off right. Because this beat is just crazy. 444 Jet, he has his own sort of sound with these beats. It's a very good sound that he's honed in on. It's very chill but hype at the same time. It's definitely the right choice to start off this EP. This gets the vibe right. This is a good song. I'd go as far as to say it's a great song. We're starting off very strong. The next song on here is Fly, featuring Backend. Now, the Backend is part of Mad Buzz. Mad Buzz is a whole weed selling thing. But the point is, he's rapping too. He has a whole mixtape with Xavier and some features. I could get into that someday if you guys want. It is a little more of a, less in demand topic. But regardless, we're going to talk about him and we're going to give him his shine. This song, Fly, is produced by XavierSoBased. And on this track, Xavier is doing his thing on the first 30 seconds or so, but in reality, it's more like an intro for a back-end part. They're gonna bait and switch you when I'm listening to a back-end song. But listen, the back-end feature on here is funny, but he's actually going hard. He's rapping like the Rents do. He's rapping like he knows he's being put in front of Xavier. So this song Xavier put it on for back-end, and I respect putting it on for your man. And I think back-end does a good job. It's not my favorite song on the record, and in fact, I'd even say it's probably my least favorite song on the record. But I would not say it's bad. In fact, I'd say it's a good song. It's a good song. I like this back-end feature. He keeps talking about popping out that truck. I like that. I like that a lot. But next up is Uncomfy featuring Osama-san. Now, there's a couple ways to look at this. Is it unfair that he put back-end right next to Osama-san? Or is it really cool that he's putting on for his friend? I would like to think the latter. But Uncomfy featuring Osama-san. This song is produced by XavierSoBased and Nurse. And hey, it's XavierSoBased featuring Osama-san. You don't get that too often. Here he's getting Osama-san on a different sort of beat. Like a lot of the other songs that Xavier has produced for Osama-san in the past. I kind of like this. It's getting Osama-san out of his comfort zone. Maybe leans into something he was doing a little more back 2023 or so. Before, CTSV and Osama season and all of that fun stuff. But this song is hard. I'm just gonna get it out of the way. It's hard. It's like a blown out guitar sample over some very stripped back drums, and sometimes, sometimes the guitar will just sort of disappear and these atmospheric keys come in with the stripped back drums. So it's hard. It's a good ass beat. Okay, it's a fire beat. In fact, I'd say this shit's tough. This shit's tough. And the drums are very minimal on here. Other than being occasional, a lot of times it's just it sounds literally like two sticks being clapped together, and then some bass. I'm not quite sure if it's in or not. But every now and then they'll throw the little jack drums in there. But it's kind of like a build-up tool. It's cool. Now, so Osama starts off the song, and it goes into Xavier's verse. Now, I've seen a lot of mixed opinions on Xavier's verse here, because Xavier just starts out the verse in moaning. And I'm not gonna lie, maybe my ears are just really well trained. That's a phrase I see them using on TikTok. The ears are well trained. And let me tell you what, my ears are definitely well trained because I was really liking Xavier's part on here. Now, yes, I do prefer Osama-san's part at the start of the song, but Xavier did his thing here. Xavier was gold on this. Speaking of Xavier just going, let's move on to Wife State, produced by XavierSoBased and crew. This is the standout track from the EP. This is the song with 4 million plays on Spotify right now, and I would say it's even one of XavierSoBasted's biggest songs right now. Whatever he set out to do with this EP, he accomplished it. What's going on with my hair? I'm not sure, but this is what I'm getting into. This song was huge on TikTok. There was a snippet that he had previewed on TikTok. It was big before it even dropped. I'd say it was a successful snippet. And, before even the second half where everything switches up, he's just going in on this. And there's the Gary moment. Day one, the Gary meow was great clip farming on Xavier's part. And it goes hard. You're gonna get a bunch of grown men screaming meow at all these XavierSoBased concerts. Thanks to him putting this Gary noise on here. That is awesome. That is really cool, in fact. Now, the second half, it's just the drums. It cuts out to just the drums, and Xavier starts talking to Chill. I was like, that's crazy. You know, the whole switch of the second half, that is the song here. That's the song. But it is really crazy that a song that sounds like this can get 4 million plays right now. But I think it really shows the pull that Xavier has and the things that he's capable of pulling off. He has the platform to make something like this work now, and I think that's really awesome. Speaking of awesome, next song, number 5, Red Snapper, produced by Epic Tina. Now, first, I gotta start off by saying Red Snapper, this beat is fucking lit. This was another song that was previewed quite some time ago, but you know, feeding the fans, giving them the snippets that they want, as you should. It's an awesome beat. Shout out Epic Tina. You know, I'm not very familiar with their work, but this beat is awesome. And the song itself is pretty good too. The filtered vocals of the whole song, so the whole song has these filtered vocals. It's a really cool choice, and it hits, it makes the song stand out. It's different. You know what I mean? It's all about the soundscape that's being created with these filtered vocals. And there's some really good lines on here too. You know, he's talking about, I don't care if I have her as son or a daughter, love everybody the same, love everybody the same. Yes, this is the kind of message that we need right now, you know? There's a lot of demon shit going on, there's a lot of, just straight negativity and stupid beef. Like, we need to love. We need to love him again. Shout out to Xavier. And also, there's an extended live intro to this song that he's played during some of his recent performances, like when he opened for Young Lean. Just sweet, or Xavier somebody's open for Young Lean. I've been gone so long that shit happened. I'm like, oh my god, that is crazy. But yeah, the extended live intro to this song is awesome, 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 awesome. Definitely look into that if you already like the song, because it's awesome. And for the last song, oh no, this song is produced by Sebi and it's Pyro Music. This beat, it is a hard beat. You know, Sebi, he's pushing his jerk sound forward. This song is hard, Xavier is snapping, and this is another song where the second half is crazy. It's another song where it just builds up to that second half drop. And on this one, the drums stay the same, but the back changes, and yeah, it hits. And it's a really good outro to this EP. Overall, I thought this EP was pretty good. Very good, in fact. I don't think it's absolutely amazing, incredible, slam dunk. That might just be my own personal taste, but I would definitely give this like an 8.5. I'd definitely say if you're curious about XavierSoBased at all, and go listen to them. You already listened to me talk about it. Probably for longer than the actual thing is. It's 13 minutes. It's not very long at all. And you'll probably know whether you're down to stick around for the upcoming ride that I definitely expect Xavier is about to take us on through the course of his career. So in the comments below, please let me know what you guys thought about this EP if you've heard it. Are you excited for XavierSoBased's upcoming album? He's going on tour soon. And let me know if there's any other projects or artists that you'd want to see me check out. I'm reading the comments, I'm paying attention to what you guys say. If you suggest me something, and I'm down for it, you will see a video on it. And on that note, thank you guys oh so much for watching this review.